So, how to get better at everything on 2K? It really depends on where you want to start and where you're looking to go. So, one thing I said in the video is if you're a point guard looking to navigate to another position like center, instead of just trying to learn in real time with your teammates, in that off time, it's good to go to a mode like play now, maybe go into an empty gym or go into the blacktop. Pick a player like Giannis if you want to work on your slashing ability.
Up next, the Bucks taking on the Heat for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've stumbled here at the midway point of the season, looking to get back on the right track tonight. Heat, Bucks, and tip-off coming right after this. Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With our analysts, Brent Barry and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce. All right, now let's check out the starters for the Miami Heat. MP is out there with Terry Rozier. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Butler, and it's Highsmith in at the 4. And for the Bucks, inside we have Giannis and Lopez. Jackson out there with Damian Lillard, and it's Middleton in at the 3. Well, Grant, what should we expect in a veteran-heavy matchup like this?
You know, B.A., it typically means we'll get a clean game. These guys have been around for a while and know how to take care of the basketball.
It'll be the Heat off the tip. And so MP will bring it up for Miami. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
They failed to create enough good looks. The ball movement just wasn't quite where it needed to be.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. One good possession, two bad ones, one good one. They could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense.
Lillard can't get it to go. And it's Miami's ball. Here's Highsmith. And he buries his first look.
Keeping his head up and staying patient. This is what you love to see from Rozier as a playmaker.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Looking at his scoring efficiency, he's averaging around 29 a game. A nice shot by Lillard.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
Here's MP. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Brent, we've never seen a player like Giannis. How do you stop him? Or how do you at least slow him down?
Well, B.A., there's a reason why I'm over here in a suit and the coaches are over there in their suits. That's their job. And Giannis is just one of those guys you hope is having an off night. Force him into as many jump shots as you possibly can. But inside, Giannis is going to get there and he's going to devastate you.
And in the last two possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. We talked about the task of facing Jimmy Butler, the fiery wing. Coach said, you can talk about the scouting report all you want with Jim.
Every badge in the game, and I find this fascinating because you cover it from the defensive badges to the shooting badges to the slashing badges. So my question for you is, what's your personal favorite badge in the game this year if you had to choose one?
Oh, if I had to choose one favorite badge, oh man, this is actually a tough one. My personal favorite actually is Rise Up.
Now listen to your old man, he ain't not gaming when I say this. Put this on gold if you have a center. 90 standing dunk, 66 vertical. Trust me, just do it. If you gotta use your cap breakers, then so be it, but just do it. Most one-on-one situations with this and Paint Prodigy, and in some double team moments, you'll be Giannis pretty much.
So Rise Up for sure.
And I know you show a lot of love to Blacktop on your channel. What's your favorite part about that mode?
It's funny to watch the AI go at it. I watched Steph Curry and Seth Curry play each other, and it looked like a backyard game of basketball. So it's funny to watch them go at it. This had to be my favorite thing, along with working on some skill stuff whenever I got some downtime.
And congratulations. Recently, you posted that you received 1 million views.
A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead, looking to make a big splash here tonight. Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. Welcome, everyone. Courtside with two ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill. So a look at our starters for the Heat. We've got Butler. Terry Rozier is out there with MP. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Highsmith in at the power forward position. And for the Bucks, as always, it's Middleton and Giannis at the forward spots. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson. And it's Lopez in at the center position. All right, Grant, as we get geared up for the home stretch, what are you looking for right now?
Well, BA, health is #1 for me. What teams have their full allotment of players is key. As we head to the playoffs, it's about attrition. Which team can stay healthy?
Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo.
Stay on him!
MP against Lillard. Shoots. Adebayo grabs the board. And it's Miami's ball. They've traveled to Milwaukee last time they faced the Bucks and came away with the win.
And they came away with the win because everyone contributed. The starters, the bench, they all played as a unit.
The second unit came in last game and just played lights out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
You don't want to let them get into a rhythm from out there.
MP, the pass to Adebayo. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in.
Adebayo not allowing the defense to slow him down.
Middleton looking around. Drives to the hoop, and it's Middleton finishing it off.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate. dominate the competition on another level.
All right, Brent, let me ask you a very important question. What exactly is Heat culture?
BA, Heat culture is about toughness and competitiveness. And if you step into that building, you better make sure that you're ready to be pushed and push the limits that, as a professional player, not a lot of other teams are willing to go. As soon as they find guys who enjoy that, and I'm not going to say torture, but it's close, those are the kind of guys who make it in Miami.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
They get it back. Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
Giannis able to get stops from anywhere on the court.
Middleton. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
MP against Lillard. Rejected by Lopez.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame, a smart block, if you will.
The Bucks have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers. We talked about the task of facing Jimmy Butler, fiery wing. Coach said, you can talk about the scouting report all you want with Jimmy, but he brings the extra dimension. Butler has the attitude that is unmatched in the league. The passion of Jimmy Butler in full focus tonight, Brian.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Time called here. The Heat decide to talk it over.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
And the Bucks making a change here. Trent's checked in. So Miami going with almost an entirely new group here. Love is checked in for Bam Adebayo. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Brook Lopez is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Jackson. Then there's Damian Lillard. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. And it's Butler with the jam.
Quick and athletic, Butler able to beat his opponents right to the 10.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 14-point game. Pass to Middleton. Out to the right wing. And it's Lillard. That time on the assist by Middleton. Lillard's got 6 points.
And Lillard a flat-out gunner from deep because he's just a lethal shooter from way outside.
MP scanning the floor. They grab their own miss. Adebayo.
And you love the energy that Bam is bringing here, just all over the glass.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. MP against Lillard. The three. Lillard can't get that one to fall.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Highsmith passes to MP. Lets it go from 14. Milwaukee with the rebound. Defeated by Washington in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
There was just no sense of urgency to hit the offensive glass. They have to be disappointed in the lack of second chance points.
Yeah, they were like good college players, one and done. You got to be able to make some noise on the offensive glass and keep possessions alive. They weren't able to do that. That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
On the wing, MP, defended by Lillard. Shot clock at 6. MP drives in, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Rozier, he's checked in for Richardson. Here's Lillard. Oh, Lillard, the one flying high.
And don't let the size fool you. Damian Lillard, he can get up there.
MP outside. Rebounded by Lopez. The Bucks trail by 10. Here's Jackson. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Jackson's got his first points in this one.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
MP, the pass to Adebayo. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bucks. And Grant the combination. And so that brings the first half to a close.
With the score, your Bucks 37, the Heat 42.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Setting the floor for Miami. They've got Terry Rozier. He's out there with MP. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Highsmith in at the 4 spot. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Brent, we've never seen a player like Giannis. How do you stop him? Or how do you at least slow him down?
Well, B.A., there's a reason why I'm over here in a suit and the coaches are over there in their suits. That's their job. And Giannis is just one of those guys you hope is having an off night. Force him into as many jump shots as you possibly can. But inside, Giannis is going to get there, and he's going to devastate you.
And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And they're running. On up the court. That's good from Jackson. On the assist by Lillard. And that'll tie this game up.
Head up, scanning the floor. Lillard makes a terrific feed. Great point guard play from him that time.
MP against Lillard. Here's Highsmith. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Lillard. And he misses the go-ahead basket. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Heat. And following this one, they'll take on the Hawks in Atlanta. And that'll mark the end of this 5-game road trip. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. MP against Lillard. Rozier outside. Pass to Adebayo. Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
Might be time for the coaching staff to bust out a play for him to get going. 0 for 4 to start the half.
And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. And you know, Damian Lillard, a lot of his points come from the line, Brent.
Well, he does a great job of getting himself there. I think defenders are so in tune.
Heat trail by 6. They've got Bobby Portis, Jackson out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Miami Heat. On Monday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Atlanta to take on the Hawks. Milwaukee leading by 6. For 3, here's Lillard. 3-ball from Lillard.
How many times do we see Lillard just change the face of the game from downtown?
Miami has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. MP, the pass to Adebayo. Up top, Rozier. Shoots over Lopez. Rozier gets the bucket. Well, the Bucks shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. For 3, here's Lillard. And it's Miami with a rebound. Butler's got his 4th rebound in this one. MP with it, and Lopez picks him up. Here's MP. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lopez. Miami making a switch here. Highsmith checked in. 1 minute in now in the 4th quarter. Here's MP. No good off the back of the rim.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Butler finds Rozier. Now MP. Looking to end this cold spell. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
3rd personal foul.
It's going to be on Bobby Portis. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
And again, it's the Bucks missing. Heat trail by 7. Rozier with it. Jackson in his pocket. Rozier can't get it to go. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Heat.
Heat ball.
So it's Miami now. They played a great 4th quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Butler. That shot missing. Great D that time from Middleton. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. And another miss by Milwaukee. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket. It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Milwaukee leading by 5. Timeout called. Milwaukee.
Timeout. And here come your forward crew.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, you're just chucking up the first 3 you see out there. Being more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work. Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Lillard works so hard on the offensive end of the floor. It's really what helps him get going like this.
MP no good. Milwaukee in the lead. Jackson down low. Butler covering. Jackson can't get it to go.
Now, there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And it's Butler with the jam.
And Jimmy Buckets is alive.
Lillard passes to Lopez. There's a minute 54 left in the 4th quarter. Lillard finds Portis. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist.
And Portis got that shot off really quick.
And so MP will bring it up for the Heat. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Now here's Lillard. The three is up. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got rebound number 11. Pass to MP. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. And here's Lillard. Five on the clock. Nails it from three.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Here's Adebayo. Shot is good, off the back rim and in. And he's now got the double-double.
And really over the last couple years, Bam getting more comfortable in that mid-range, and we're seeing the results of his hard work pay off.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
And here's Butler outside. Lillard pulls down the board. Here's Milwaukee. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Butler against Middleton. So we see the Bucks get the win here. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence too.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. So long, everybody.
Welcome to Top Plays, everyone! Today, we're down to 4 winners from Season 6, and only one can take home the 100,000 VC. It's up to you. Let's see our finalists. My team hosts our first option.
The city of Atlanta. It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Adebayo, Tyler Hero out there with MP. Then it's Butler, and it's Highsmith in at the 4-man position. And for the Hawks, Bogdanovich on the wing. He's paired with Reza Shea. Johnson is out there with Larry Nance, and it's Young in at the point guard position. And Coach, the front end of a little in-season series here.
Yeah, and seeing that same team twice in a row is interesting. I like having a few of those because it gives you the closest thing to playoff preparation that you can get in the regular season. And no one likes the feeling of being swept, and so the intensity goes up.
I'm sure it does. Now, here's MP. And there's the drive. Johnson with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. 5 on the clock. There's Hero with the 3. Doesn't go that time. Here's Reza Shea, defended by Butler. Nance, and he makes good on the layup.
And what I like about Nance Jr. is how he positions himself, knows his strengths on offense, and plays to them.
There's the pass to Highsmith. Hero against Young. Hero passes to Adebayo. Makes it off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And at this point, Tyler Hero's used to hearing his name in just about every trade rumor that comes along, Stan. I would assume that's got to be a little disconcerting for a player.
It probably is, Kevin, but give him a lot of credit. It never seems to bother him, at least in terms of affecting his play on the floor. He still puts up big numbers. He plays with great confidence. Tyler Hero's an outstanding offensive player.
Here's Butler. After the basket by Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich against MP. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Jalen Johnson.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Miami shooting their first free throws here tonight. He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Well, the Miami Heat have always been in contention, Stan, for the East, and you've worked in the organization. Why is that?
Well, look, Kevin, I'll admit to a bit of a bias here, but they have a great coach, maybe the best in the league. He's been there since 2008. That consistency and continuity really helps, and this team expects themselves to win no matter what they go through.
Now, here's MP. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game, and it's good for 2.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
Hero against Young. To the middle. Here's Nance. Nance. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Nance has got his second basket of the game.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Here's Highsmith. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Johnson. And it's Young. That time on the assist from Bogdanovich.
Well, such a creative finisher. Young will find a way, even with the defender all over it.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And some cheap.
Substitution on the court.
On the floor for Miami, Hero in at shooting guard with Butler at small forward. Then it's MP. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Highsmith in at the power forward position. Hero trying to get open. MP, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Right wing. Here's Rizachet. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, Rizachet has decent size, and he uses it well that time to put points on the board.
MP scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Young, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Highsmith the pass to MP. Rebounded by the Hawks. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
Yeah, look, that's not the kind of performance they would have liked. But the one good thing about this league, the next game's always right around the corner.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Jimmy Butler remains the Heat's franchise player. He says, the confidence my teammates and my coaches put in me, it's a lot. They hype me up out there and I just go play. I try everything in my power to make sure that we win. They trust me with everything. Kevin, he's earned that faith.
Adney DA, he tends to deliver in the biggest moments, and always has. Hey, we thank you for that report. Bogdanovich is checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Butler finds MP. He's off on that one. Johnson with the defensive effort. Here's Rizachet. And the dunk by Rizachet.
Rizachet so talented with the ball in his hands.
Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Here's MP following the basket by Trae Young. Now here's Butler, guarded closer, and Adebayo throws it down.
Well, he can do that. Adebayo's an excellent athlete, even by NBA standards.
The Hawks trail by 4. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Atlanta make it. We've reached the end of the first half of play.
That's the end of the first half with the score. Your Hawks 49, the Heat 33.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Kevin Love with a strong contribution so far in this one.
I guess you could say his performance transcends the stat sheet.
Well, he's a great competitor. He makes positive plays at both ends, and he's a great teammate as well.
Young and Bogdanovich are the guards. The front court is Riziche and Johnson. And it's Nance in at center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Now, here's MP. After the miss from Trae Young. MP, no good. Stolen by Hero. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Highsmith. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Highsmith's got the lead up to 6 now for Miami.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Young passes to Nance. Here's Riziche, defended by Butler.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Highsmith the pass to Butler. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. MP deciding where to go with it. The putback, great positioning on the putback. And the Heat lead by 8.
You gotta love the extra effort from Adebayo to keep the possession alive, grabbing the board and turning it into points of his own.
Now, here is Young. He's one of the most resourceful scorers you'll ever see. He's generating an average of around 33.5 points a game. Young inside. He's covered by Hero. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Nance. Bogdanovich has got 5. Miami leading by 5. Butler passes to MP. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Rebound, Atlanta.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. That's some big dough.
Is it ever? And remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Hero. Blanketed by the D, he fights to the rim for the layup.
And how about Harrell's body control, capable of still scoring even when the defense ups the ante in terms of physicality.
Bogdanovich wide open. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Timeout called the Heat. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Roddy, Heat have gone. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
On the floor for Miami, Hero in at shooting guard with Butler at small forward. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's MP. And it's Highsmith in at the 4 spot. Now here's Bogdanovich. And Adebayo sends it back.
Well, Adebayo's a little undersized at the center spot, but he can give you some shot blocking.
Larry Nance is checked in for Hachimura. Here's Riziche to take the lead. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. MP against Johnson. Offensive rebound. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is the level of intensity Adebayo brings. He's terrific at channeling that energy on the offensive glass.
Now, here is Young. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
The Hawks trail by 3. Outside, Bogdanovich. Johnson outside. That 3 off the mark.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Adebayo passes to Highsmith. Shots good by Hero. Now it's a 5-point Heat lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Hero against Young. Pulls it up. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Out to the wing. MP against Bogdanovich. Here's MP. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Heat.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Now here's Johnson. Rizachet wide open. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Here's MP. No good with the layup. The Hawks trail by 3. Passes it to Bogdanovich. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
And this team has complete faith in Bogdanovich's ability to hit big shots. This guy just doesn't seem to feel the pressure.
Now, here's MP. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. 2 teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're down by 1. 1:39 left here in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Bam Adebayo.
And he's been dialed in from the field, Kevin. Good on over 60% of his attempts. They've been working the ball around well, and he's benefited with a lot of open looks. And boy, has he made the most of it.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. He told him he liked the way they were working, but he said we have to really get after it. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. The Hawks leading. Here's Young, driving the lane, scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Yeah, Young is unflappable in the biggest moments.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Miami. They need this. Second chance shot. Nance with the rebound. Atlanta's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only 1 of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
And you know, few guys play their role better than Bogdanovich. And by that, I mean he's often exceeding expectations and giving his squad more than they asked for.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
Butler kicks to MP. From the arc. Kept alive. Adebayo. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Wow! Adebayo showing some leadership there in a big moment.
And so they foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game. And Miami has possession. Outside Butler. Pass to Highsmith. And that one is off. Nance with some nice D. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Third personal. Team started. At the line for Atlanta. Jalen Johnson taking 2 shots.
First free throw. And so it's Atlanta with the W. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
Thank you.